This time on Whatever We Want, we talk about
Mandalorian,
character development, and specific creature designs in the latest episode
of The Mandalorian, Season 2, Episode 2, Chapter
10.
The Passenger. Spoilers ahead, time codes in the description if you need to jump ahead or anything. Hope you enjoy. Ahem. PreBanter, PreBanter. Welcome back, Daniel. How are you doing, my friend?
I am busy and been going crazy, honestly, but we don't have to get into that because that's personal life.
Okay. Okay. Well, I hope you're doing all right. I mean, I know what's kind of going on,
around.
but yeah.
Yeah, no, you know what's going on. It's all good. I'm just, there's a lot.
All good in the hood.
Finals and all that. Yeah. How are you doing with finals, by the way?
It's kind of crazy because I still have like 2 weeks after Thanksgiving but they're just all virtual. So like my finals haven't really started. I start final projects soon, but it's just crazy that like I have like 1 weekend left pretty much, and then it's like Thanksgiving break. Like that's
weird to think about.
Kind of crazy. I'm kind of sad. But anyway, we're not here to be sad. We're here to talk about happiness. So let's get into it. You ready for the intro?
Yes, hit me with it.
You may want us to talk about this or that, but we don't care. We're gonna talk about whatever we want. Bleh. Welcome back to Whatever We Want, the podcast where we, Jake and Daniel, two devilishly handsome gentlemen, talk about movies, TV shows. Right now we're talking about The Mandalorian, Star Wars, all that goodness, gracious goodness. Me oh my.
It's hard to get off of Star Wars, man. I mean, come on, it's Star Wars,
Yeah. We've taken a break from Star Wars for a while. I mean, besides like the last Mando thing, but...
Well, yeah, but that was after the sequels, After the sequels, we needed to take a break.
Yeah. But yeah, so what are we talking about this week, Daniel?
We're talking about Mandalorian, Season 2, Episode 2, but it's Chapter 9.
Chapter 10.
10?
The Passenger.
There's a lot of numbers.
Yes. Season 2, Episode 2, Chapter 10, The Passenger. Easy. Yeah, so that's what we're talking about this week. Once again, spoilers for Mandalorian Season 2 and Season 1, all that stuff. There's going to be time codes in the description, like I said before. Yeah, you ready to just jump into it?
Yes.
First off, before we even get like into the actual thing, I really like the thumbnail they had on Disney Plus. It was like just Baby Yoda. I was like, oh, they know what I'm here for.
Yeah. So you see that, you're like, okay, yeah, it's time.
Yeah. Like, boom, you looking for this? Yes, I am, Disney. Yes, I am. This was actually a shorter one. It was only like 41 minutes compared to the last one.
Like the last one, yeah, it was like closer to an hour.
What were your overall opinions just of this episode?
I loved it. There's so many different like little running moments. It was like funny, but they're also trying to get like some horror aspects in there.
Yeah, there was a lot of horror aspects in it.
Yeah. So I thought it worked very well.
I liked the episode 1, chapter 9, I guess. The one before this, like last week's, better than this one, but I still really liked this one. And that's kind of the consensus that my roommate, Matt, who's also big into Star Wars, he's been on the podcast before, and my neighbors, that's kind of how they feel too.
They like which one more?
The last one. They like this one, like episode 2 a lot, but I like the last one with like the crate dragon a lot.
I did like the last one more. They're both good, but
yeah.
I mean, with the last one, you got little tidbits here and there. I mean, you got Django coming back, or at least a teaser.
Boba Fett.
Why do I keep on saying Django? What the?
Because it's the actor that played...
My brain! Yeah, I know.
Because that actor technically has never played Boba Fett before.
Yeah.
So, like, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's weird to think about.
Well, technically, wait, sorry. We could get upset for that. I think in, like, the re-releases, he dubbed over Boba Fett's voice in the Tridge. But, like, he didn't, like, his person, like, didn't...
Yeah, he did dub
him,
over. That's right. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Sorry. I didn't know if we'd get, like, hate for that. Technically, he has played him before. How we start out?
But yeah, so this one's pretty unique. So we get the Mando, right? He's leaving the town, right? He's just driving off.
Yeah, it's pretty much right as the first one leaves off.
Yeah. So he's just on his bike or a speeder, and he's just trying to get back to the hangar.
He's cycling.
Yeah.
Cycling in the sand. Pretty impressive. He's got huge quads, man.
Dude, that'd be so, like, painful.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. But then there's these like, I don't know, like mercenary bounty hunter dudes, even though they're not.
Yeah.
They set up a trap for him, right? And then they spring the trap. He like his speeder gets all blown up. The child freaking like gets skid across the ground.
I know. I was like, I gasped.
Ah!
Like I audibly gasped. I was like, no, Baby Yoda, what? And then the freaking one like mercenary holds a knife to Baby Yoda. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm like,
this
no,
guy's gonna die.
I love how he dealt with him though. He just handed him a jetpack, and then he just set it off, and he just wah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was great.
That'd have been perfect opportunity for Wilhelm's scream.
Yeah, I know they should have, but it was still a great moment.
It's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he has to freaking carry everything back to like the cantina.
Yeah, but then that made me think, how the heck did those guys get out there in the first place?
Oh shoot. Maybe they just live there. That's their home. That rock.
My only explanation, like, I guess, would be if they were like a bigger team. and like they had somebody in a ship that like dropped them off.
So because it would be suspicious if you saw a ship right up there. You'd be more cautious.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or maybe they hid it so well that Mando could not find it.
Yeah, that's true. Never know. I mean, you probably would have wanted to find it after what happens to the Razor Crest later on.
Yeah. I did like when he was carrying everything, though. It reminded me of, like, taking all the groceries in one trip, which I literally had to do today. Like, I went grocery shopping right before this, and I had a bunch of stuff, and I also had to carry my roommate's stuff while he parked the car, so I was just like, I am the Mandalorian.
I can do it all!
Yeah. Then we come into the perm lady. She's playing Sabak against...
this giant ant.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? So at the end, the guy that directed this, Peyton Reed, he directed Ant-Man.
Really?
Yeah. So maybe he just had a leftover like giant ant. Was like, I'll just put this in here.
Let's just use it. Yeah.
But it's also funny because like we were gonna do Ant-Man before we started The Mandalorian, but now like we kind of get our Peyton Reed fix because he did this. So
that's pretty funny. You know, come to think of it, I feel like there are a lot of like the timing in this kind of did flow in a similar way.
Really?
Like
okay, I haven't really thought about it, but
not necessarily to Ant-Man, but it's just like the way the pacing is done. Like if you think about Ant-Man, right, and how he did it there, but then like you know how the story developed with this, with like the rebels later on,
yeah,
and how they come back at the end. I don't know. It's just I guess the pacing just makes me think of that.
Yeah,
I never knew that before, so I didn't know.
Yeah,
but it definitely does make sense.
Edgar Wright was actually originally supposed to do Ant-Man, the guy that did Scott Pilgrim. We covered that.
Yeah.
But then I think there was creative differences with Marvel, so Peyton Reed took over. It's another interesting connection with the previous things we've talked about. Anyways, back to the tank. So I really like how they cook the dragon meat with a thruster. Like, that's pretty smart.
Yeah. That reminds me how in Galaxy's Edge, they have actually a setup like that, where it's like there's like a giant engine there, right, that they have in like this little like cylinder building, I guess. It's not really literal, it's kind of big because it's fitting like this whole freaking engine in it. You know, it's like it's just not actually cooking anything, but it's looking like it's on and like burning a piece of meat, and there's just a droid like doing a like rotisserie with it.
That's funny. Yeah. Speaking of cooking meat, my roommate freaking burned. We were watching the game yesterday, the football game, and he burned the his like burger and like set off our fire alarm. So that just kind of reminded me of that.
Nice.
Matt, if you're listening, get better at cooking, please. No, we make fun of him for it because he also burned popcorn like a week ago. So like,
really?
It's
oh my goodness, it's a running thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, poor
Anyways,
Matt.
Back to the tank. So, we find out here that to get like the information he needs about the other Mandalorian, he has to transport someone, and he's kind of upset. He's like, I don't want to be a taxi system, but the catch is like you can't. There's no light speeding.
Yeah.
Which is the only thing keeping him alive. He said because he's being tracked by like other bounty hunters and just all sorts of people. And the reason why can't like he light speed?
Because this person that he's taxiing is a frog lady, and she has a bunch of eggs.
Yes.
And if they go to light speed, the eggs will pop. Apparently.
Yeah. Because, she has to go meet her, like, husband that's, like, on another planet.
Yeah, but it's only, like, one sector away.
So they can, like, repopulate. Yeah.
I don't know. It never really made, like, they were never really specific with it, whether they're, like, the last of their species or if it's just, like, the last of their line. They kept on saying, like, the last of my line.
They said of their line, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if that's, like,
I don't know if that's,
end
like,
of the species.
If that'd be, like, me, like, trying to uphold the human race or me trying to uphold, like, the Sar family name or something.
Exactly.
You know? So, I don't know.
So, we don't know how dire it is. But yeah.
I love that Baby Yoda's entranced with the eggs. Like the musical cue, like when he's
like inspecting them.
When he's just like looking at it, and it happens like so many times. Like I really like that musical cue. It was like all mystical, and he's just like in awe looking at it.
Yeah, he's just like, what? And it's even better because like just how it looks. I love that one shot where you're like looking through like the blue fluid, and then it's just his face.
Yes, I feel like it's gonna be another meme. Like me when I was 6 looking at my fish, like do something. Yeah. And also, like, I feel bad for, like, these eggs, like, Baby Yoda's eating them. But also, like, they just left it on the ground unattended. So, like, what do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah, you think it'd be, like, some kind of, like, latch or something like that keeps it...
Yeah.
Or, like, lock.
I just love how he, like, slurps it and he's like...
Yeah.
So, yeah, they kind of go off, leave Tatooine, and then some X-Wings stop him because he, like, isn't running a beacon or something like that.
Yeah.
And I love how he's, like, so awkward. He's like, may the Force be with you.
And they're like, also with you. It's like he's trying so hard.
Also, the one X-Wing pilot is Dave Filoni again. He's reprising his role. He's, like, considered one of the greats of Star Wars now. He's, like, one of the showrunners, I think, with Jon Favreau, like one of the head creatives on The Mandalorian. He also was brought on. He's a guy from Avatar that was brought on from Avatar to do the Clone Wars, like the 3D animated one, and he's been kind of working on that. And he's just like, people say he's like, he knows Star Wars. He really does. If you like watch some interviews with him, he talks about Duel of the Fates, like that original fight, and about how it's like it's not Duel of the Fates, like just about like it's like about the fate of Anakin, like what's gonna happen with him. Like there's a great interview with him about that. I highly recommend checking that out.
Yeah.
Anyways, X-Wing's going to attack formation. There's like a space chase / battle. I kind of like this sequence.
Well, first they ask where was he near that one battle station?
Right.
There's that
from
time
the last season.
Yeah, where they did like the jailbreak.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, I got a dip. So he dives in towards this one planet. And I love the frog lady here.
And there's like that one shot from the trailer when he's going towards that canyon.
Yeah.
From all the trailers, yeah. What planet? Wait, what planet do you think it was? You said?
Oh, I don't know.
It is on the outer rim, so like I don't know what's close to Tatooine.
It could be Hoth, but I don't think so. I think it's too crystalline for that.
I think it's too close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks slightly different. But yeah. At first, I wrote down he crash lands in sort of a gentle way, and then the ship collapsed through the ice, and I was like, it's not really so gentle anymore.
Could it be Runvar?
I don't know. I tried to look up what the creatures were later, and I'll get into that a little later, but
yeah.
I honestly don't know.
It could just be a new planet.
Yeah. I like the ship. Sorry, I like the ice planet like design, like aesthetic. Like you said, it was different than Hoth.
Yeah.
It's still like a cool ice planet.
Yeah, cool ice.
Oh my gosh. Everybody chill.
But yeah, no, like I really like the world design with it because you can do ice planets so many different ways, and just the geography was really nice here, especially like when they're like in the canyons and they're like dipping and diving.
Maldo Crease is the planet. Sorry, I just looked it up quick.
Oh, that's the actual name of it?
Yeah.
Maldo Crease.
Maldo Crease? I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
They get there.
Yeah.
He pretty much crashes his ship and turns off all power to get the X-Wings to get off his tail.
Yeah.
But then they go even further into like this ice cave, and the Razor Crest is like bonked super hard.
Like, yeah, there's like tears in the hull and stuff. So
yeah.
And the mom is like amphibious, so she's like cold-blooded and like is like not doing well at all, and her eggs are also need to be like warmed up.
Yeah.
So like she's not gonna last long.
Here's the one thing I don't understand, right? Like, why does Mando instantly be like, okay, we crashed, nap time?
Yeah, I don't know, and like that's kind of the thing. Like at the end of the episode, like nothing's really changed, and all of a sudden he's just like, all right, let's fix this ship and get out of here. Like nothing really changes. Like after like the threat's gone, like wouldn't he just be like, all right, now that the threat's done, let's rest again? Like, but he just like I don't know.
Yeah, no, same. Like why? Like especially like later when he gets out and you like see that stuff's leaking. I'm like, you could have patched it up way sooner and saved so much of that fluid, whatever it was. So like, why didn't you do that? Like
he's probably tired.
At least do like an inspection. He's
had a long day, honestly, because this is probably like the same day that he defeated the dragon,
That is true.
So he's probably like exhausted. That's a crazy day.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. I killed a giant dragon,
giant spider. Like what? Anyways,
I had to stop my kid from eating other baby eggs.
I feel like, yeah, this is when Baby Yoda's like missing and he's eating more eggs. I like when they pretend, like when Mando first does go to sleep, like Baby Yoda like curls up with him. I thought that was really cute.
Yeah.
And then the freaking mom makes a translator.
Oh, the one droid.
Yeah, to communicate. It's actually really smart. Yeah. And also throughout this whole episode, I like there was a lot of parallels between the Mama Frog and like Mando with Baby Yoda, each with their own like kid.
Yeah, exactly. I like that too. Like they're both just trying to make their way in the universe, both trying to get to where they need to get back to their people.
Yeah. And then so Mando goes after the mom, kind of yells at him with a droid. Mando starts, like you said, to fix the ship, and the mom goes to hang out at the hot tub.
Yeah, I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
How does she know it's over there?
I don't know.
2, the fact that she was like, I don't know, like, it's kind of unsettling that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I felt the same way.
It was weird.
And then we get like a musical Twinkle theme for Baby Yoda when he sees like the little spider eggs.
Yeah, and he goes in like it was a cool shot when he's like walking through them.
Yeah. Honestly, the Twinkle theme, like musical theme, reminded me of Stranger Things a little bit.
Yeah, I can hear that. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely some parts in there that can bring back to that.
Yeah. When he first opened that first egg and he pulled the spider thing out, I was like, oh no, this is not gonna be good.
Yeah, no.
Dude, this next thing was terrifying.
When they all start like cracking open, and then Baby Yoda...
Yeah, they come open and Baby Yoda starts running back to Mando. And freaking, did you hear when Mando picks him up? Baby Yoda farts in like fear.
Wait, really?
Did you hear?
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, no. When he freaking picks him up, there's like a little toot. It's like, and like as he picks him up, I like rewinded it to watch it twice, but to confirm, like, yes, Baby Yoda does fart in that scene.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Oh my gosh. This is like Harry Potter 2 when they go into the forest, like, and see the giant spider, but like a lot worse.
Yes, and there's just spiders everywhere. Yeah, this is bad.
I feel like it's worse.
Oh, man.
And he freaking like venom spits. Like he has like Spider-Man's webbing.
It's like a spider, but instead of shooting webs out of its butt, it's just literally right out of its mouth.
Yeah.
It's even worse.
And then, oh my gosh, the mama frog starts like leaping. I started
love that.
laughing.
Dude.
That was like, I was not expecting that. I did not know she could move that fast.
Like, she started like just regular running. I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then out of nowhere, she's just like, I'm just like,
Yeah.
what the
That's
heck?
great sound effects, Daniel.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on. So
Yeah, let's move on.
It looks like it looks like I wrote down like it looks like he killed the big one when he threw those explosives, but I was like, my knowledge of like how cinema and like story arcs work tells me that this spider is not actually dead.
Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't.
Sure enough, it came back later.
Yeah.
I also don't know what the plan was when they got back to the ship. Like there were so many holes in the ship. They're like, get back to the ship, get back to the ship. And I was like, okay, but like the spider's just gonna get in the ship with you then, and then what's the plan?
Yeah, exactly. But then it made more sense. So I'm like, okay, yeah, they have the main cockpit, and at least that can still seal. Like, they knew that.
Yeah.
So,
dude, I loved when he gets like spider webs like his arm, and then one jumps at him and he just crushes it with his bare hand. I watched that part with Matt again when he was watching it, and we both were like, oh yeah.
oh man, that's crazy to think about. And then he just rips his arm back out from the
I know.
spider webs. I'm just like, dude, stop, but don't.
Then freaking Baby Yoda with the thing on his head, the spider, like freaking out.
Yeah, and then he's like,
I'm so sad.
And then the frog mom just freaking. So anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah. So I kind of thought, remember the buzz droids in episode 3?
Yeah.
These kind of reminded me of those droids. I was like, I wonder if these creatures were what that was based off of. And I actually looked it up, and it's not. It's actually based on a pestin, I think is the name of the creature, from Kala 4, which is like a tropics planet in the Inner Rim. I didn't know there was so much history on those like crab droids or the buzz droids or whatever.
I mean, no, but it definitely does make sense. I mean, if you've seen like the original concept, like you saw the concept arts at the end, right, where the spiders had like different anatomy.
I actually did not look at that. How did those look?
Pretty much, it was like there's the abdomen, right, which is pretty much like the main body was still the same, but instead there was like the eyes were all around the abdomen, and then the mouth was still at the bottom. Yeah. So it kind of did resemble a buzz droid a little bit more because of like the different eyes and stuff like that. But yeah, that's interesting that there's that much more of a history. I thought these were like new creatures that they made for this.
I mean, I'm saying that creature. This creature.
The buzz. Yeah, the buzz droids are. Yeah. Sorry.
Right.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, the buzz droids were the ones I was talking about the history. I don't know really much about the history of these guys. If we go back, we can do like a deep dive of that potentially.
Deep dish on the spider aliens.
But yeah, so then just like real Star Wars, Dave Filoni comes back to save the day.
Yep.
He's got impeccable aim, anti-stormtrooper aim. My dad sent me a meme today. It was like stormtroopers after a long day of paintball, and all their uniforms were just white and clean because like they didn't hate each other.
And then there's the rebels, and they're all dead.
Yeah. But I like this kind of like karma moment after he saves them. Well, first off, like the big spider comes back. Sorry, that kind of was a freaky thing.
That's a big moment. Yeah, and like freaking pierces through the glass and all that.
Yeah, which I don't know how they seal up later. Like there were, I don't know how they sealed that, but I don't know.
I wonder what kind of material that glass, like if it's a different type of like sci-fi glass, it might be able to like weld directly onto it. I don't know.
Maybe. But yeah, so I like after the whole like kind of battle's done, the X-Wings come in and save the day. I like that because he was good in like season 1 and like turned in those criminals. They're gonna kind of like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. They're kind of being nice to him, not turning him in, you know?
Yeah, but then they're also like, he's like, hey, can you guys help me fix up this hole? And he's like,
they're like, no.
Yeah, they just so it's like, we're gonna waste our energy to go shoot all these spiders. And then just fly out of here.
Yeah.
And leave you to die, pretty much. Because they don't know if you can get out of there.
Yeah, seriously. Like, yeah, honestly.
Like, what if he was like, I'm transporting this frog woman. Which they would have been like, okay, that's great. You know, like you're also saving this woman and her
saving
children.
A species, potentially.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty noble of you.
We're just gonna leave.
I'm gonna head out. Yeah, what? Man, come on, Dave. What's happening? But yeah, so they somehow manage to seal everything and get off the planet. Somehow. They have to cram into the cockpit. I almost said crock pot. The crock pot.
Well, I mean the eggs.
Yeah, Mando and the mom like kind of like nod off, and then Baby Yoda sneaks another egg.
That's funny
I
because
love that.
Well, she's holding the container, right? And
Yeah,
she's
and he like looks back at it.
And she's like, no, mine. And then he just turns back towards Mando and is just like, just whips one out of like his little robe thing.
Yeah.
Dude, I lost it. That was great. It shows that he's knowledgeable enough to start stashing things. That's actually a big jump.
Yeah. I've already seen memes where it's like Baby Yoda just looking over just like a bunch of cartons of eggs, and it's like, oh no, look out. Yeah, so that was pretty much the episode. What do you think's gonna happen next?
Well, next he's gonna need repairs.
Well, yeah, I think he's gonna get to the next planet, hopefully without any trouble.
Yep.
He's gonna reunite next episode might be reuniting the mom with the dad. Like that I feel like that could happen either really early on in the episode, which I kind of want to happen, or like I feel like it would be realistic, like if they land, like they're just gonna land wherever they can because their ship's literally about to fall apart, and then they'd have to travel like on foot like around the planet to meet up with the like frog dad. That could be potentially the next episode.
No, I don't think that's because if they're able to go from the planet to the other planet, I feel like they can make the last inch of it and get to where they need on the planet, you know?
Potentially, yeah.
So what I think is going to happen is that they're going to reunite the family, right? But then he's going to question the dad.
He's going to get where the Mandalorian location is,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's going to start looking for them.
Yeah.
I think those are the kind of two options. I'm leaning towards like what you think, but I'm just saying another option could be like they might have to prolong this. But I don't think they will, but like it's just a possibility.
Yeah, no, they definitely could. I agree with you, but yeah.
We also didn't see anything with Boba Fett in this episode.
Well, he's tracking them.
I don't know what he's up to. Yeah. Do you think he put a tracker on their ship, maybe? And also, do you think that tracker got blown up when half the ship got blown up, like destroyed in this ice planet?
I don't think on the ship. Maybe, if anything, it probably would have been on like the speeder.
He stashed it in one of the eggs that Baby Yoda ate.
It's just inside Baby Yoda now.
Yeah. Baby Yoda starts beeping.
Plot twist, the frog lady actually is Boba.
What? Yeah, he just pulls off he like unzips like Patrick and SpongeBob.
He's like, dude, you were jumping earlier. What the heck was that? And he's just like, I was in character. Okay.
I learned a lot in the Sarlacc pit. Dang. I mean, that's not gonna happen, but
no, but that'd be great.
I'm very excited for episode 3, just the rest of the season. I'm really excited with how the season's going and everything.
You know, it's really going out great. I mean,
yeah.
Based off how things ended last season, you know, like it was really open to how this one could have gone. Although at the same time, you know, it's very clear the direction. Like he needs to go find the other Mandos and figure out where to send Baby Yoda. Mm-hmm. But that could have gone down so many different ways, you know?
Yeah.
So again, like you have your main quest and then break up into the side quests that are going to help you later on and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
I wonder if he's going to be getting like any more like armor pieces or anything like that along the way. Cause
I thought he got all his armor. Or do you mean like other Mandalorians' armor?
Well, both. Like I wonder if he's going to be like collecting other Mandalorian armor. Or if he's just going to be like, if he's going to like have to like hot swap armor here or there later on.
Well, I feel like he's going to keep the one shoulder one because it has like his crest on it.
Yeah, definitely.
But like, I don't know, like, you know like how Boba Fett's one has like a targeting thing on it?
Yeah.
Is that like a Mandalorian thing or is that just something Boba Fett added? Like, will he get one of those maybe or?
No, that's a Mandalorian thing.
Okay.
It's just another mod that you're able to put onto the helmets.
I kind of like his clean look without like the
targeting
antenna sticking up pretty much.
I do too.
Yeah. No, Baby Yoda's so cute. That's all I gotta say. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about, theorize about before we move on?
I think we covered pretty much everything, you know?
Yeah, this was a shorter episode, like we said.
I mean, we could talk about like his relationship with the New Republic now, you know? Like they seem like they're chill with him, you know?
I feel like it's kind of like a truce, like a mutual understanding. Like I feel like if he messes up again, they're not gonna be very happy. But
no, but at the same time, like he's not any friend of imps. You know? So.
Yeah, it's interesting to also see, like, again, like, they're still cleaning up from the aftermath of, like, the fall of the Empire. I wonder if and when we'll see, like, any hints of, like, the First Order rising, or if that will be kind of secretive until, like, right before Episode 7, you know?
I feel like that's going to be more secretive, and the reason I say that is based off of the Star Wars Battlefront 2 game.
Well, did you see also in Jedi Fallen Order, like, they were starting to build Starkiller Base, like, in Episode 3, like between episode 3 and 4, so like there were obviously plans for it on that one planet.
I know that I forget the name of it. It's the same planet where the
lightsabers are.
Which is what was mind blowing about it, right? Because they're like, that makes sense because the whole core is pretty much like
it's like a
Kyber.
Giant power source. So maybe I wonder if we'll see anything like that. Like that'd kind of be cool to see. Like
that would be cool to see. I mean, again, we've already seen Imperials. I mean, again at the end of the last season, so it's still definitely in. You know, it's still formed.
When do you think we'll start seeing other characters like the girl and then Apollo guy and Darksaber guy?
I don't know. That's the thing. I feel like they're going to be called in like later.
I hope not too late. Well, I hope not too late because I kind of liked the Darksaber guy coming in right at the end, but like I don't know anything about him, and I don't want him to just appear at the end again of season 2. You know?
Yeah, that's true. No, I feel like it should happen like in the middle, if not like 75% of the way, or no, maybe like appear in the middle, have like an instance where like he gets Baby Yoda or something like that, and then like you gotta go back and get him.
Oh, if he got Baby Yoda. Oh, wow.
That'd be good.
Dude, man, I want to see Mando just go off.
Mando would lose it. He'd be like, mine! He just crushes the entire Darksaber in his hand like he did that spider.
On that note, are you ready to move on?
Yes.
All right, patron shoutouts. Cue the epic Star Wars music. Poosh. We've got patron Lori, Frank, Tony, Rick, Evan. Thank you for pledging the tier that gets you these shoutouts. If you want to support us on Patreon, you can go to the link in the description. You get episodes early. Depending on what tier you pledge, you get schedules of the upcoming episodes and episode shoutouts if you pledge a certain tier. All sorts of cool perks. We really appreciate it. Also, if you want to support the show, you can check out the Audible link. It's literally free. Like, you sign up, you get free audiobooks, and we get some support from that. Literally free. Yeah, also feel free to leave us a review so we can read those and stuff. If you want to reach out on social medias, follow our social medias. Yeah, if you want to like reach out on social media, like ask us a question or something, we could read it on the podcast. Feel free to do that. Yeah. Also, let us know like what you think of this new series. Kind of curious to see what people think, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Daniel. All right. Anything else you want to cover today?
No, dude, I'm good.
All right.
I think I'm just gonna send it off.
Take us home.
We just talked about whatever we wanted to talk about, and now we're done. Blank.
Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Really appreciate it. Tune in next week. Make sure you subscribe, all that jazz, so that you can be ready for the next Mandalorian episode that we do.
Yep.
All right. Goodbye.
May the Force be with you.
Always.